To do a video of kind of how I cook with one of these blue egg, green egg, red egg, whatever you want to call it. This one's a Pit Boss. Got from Costco. Love it. So I'm gonna do this actually in reverse order. It needs to be cleaned. So that's wide open. I'm gonna open the lid. That's where I keep my ash. Right in front, it comes with this cleaner. So I'm gonna open it up. Now normally you shut everything when you're done, and you're left with lump charcoal. But what I do is I move the charcoal around. Usually there's charcoal in here. And, you want to get all that ash out of there. You want the very bottom. There's these holes. You see here, and you move the coals back over, and you have a whole bunch of them, but I don't here. And you just basically move the lump around until most of that ash is in the bottom. And as you can see, I'm gonna actually clean this one out. I'm gonna pull the whole thing out. But the next thing I do is, this is open on the bottom here. And I start by going here, basically clean everything out, and you pull it out. So that's to get it cleaned after you're done, and do that 2 or 3 more times, then you get everything out. Hit it. Yep.
It's fine.
Okay. So this is what it looks like. This is, if you look down inside here, you actually look down inside here. I brush as much of this stuff down and off. You could actually take one of those, what do you call them, like a straw little brush, and brush all this down. And then I use my hand and I try to clean out as much of this as I can, right? Okay, so I'm gonna take the, I don't know if it's called the bowl or the inside, but I'm gonna take this out and put it down. It's pretty heavy. See where my hand is? When I put it back in, this it's not a crack, it's actually allows it to expand and contract as it gets hot and cold. And this needs to be about even with the bottom vent down here. That's where the hole is of this inner, I don't know, casing, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna grab it and take it out. And I'm gonna put it down on the ground. Okay? And that's probably, I don't know, 30, 50 pounds. Okay, come back over here. And see, this is what's left after, I don't know, a season or so. I barbecue maybe, I don't know, once, twice, a couple times a month or more in the summer, less in the winter. And I basically clear all this out and dump it into my, what do you call it, ashes, right? And I guess hummingbirds use this for nests or for something. I don't know, they say to have a pile of this out. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard. But basically, it's better to use one of those brushes, brooms, whatever. And because that way you get it all out. It's a lot cleaner, right? Okay, now I'm gonna put the, I don't know, this inside piece back in. Be careful. It's heavy. Okay. When you put it back in, you want it to be even, right? See how got more over here than over here? You want it to be as centered as you can. And again, this this gap here, you want it to be even with the air flow on the bottom there. Okay, just center it a little bit. Okay, and I'll put this grate back on. And again, it's better if you use one of those brushes and really brush it good. Make sure these holes are all clean. Okay, that's it for right now. So this is the charcoal you can get at, I don't know, Home Depot or whatever your favorite retailer. You can get all kinds of cool different types of lump. I haven't used this before. Use this stuff to roll up, which cooks down pretty good. So here's what I do is You really want the big chunks to be on the bottom if you have those. The bigger the better. This is kind of what's left over. And kind of just get it into about there. You can fill it up to, I don't know, you can fill it all the way up to, not the top, but maybe halfway. And what I do is I try to make a little kind of hole in the middle, like you'll hear some guys talk about. And I use this, which I actually just ran out. It's called fire lighters. And I've gone through 72 of those. So good stuff. I got it on Amazon. So basically you take one of these, it's like a square chunk, and you light it. You put it right here in the middle and just kind of build it up. So you make like a little fire in there. You try to build up some of the lump around it. You make sure your vents all the way open so you get good airflow, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so this is really the poor man's way of doing it. Not poor man's way, but those cubes that come in this bag like I was showing you is really the way to do it. Now, other sites like Slap Yo Daddy, great, Slap Yo Daddy Barbecue, he recommends putting these on the bottom. I would agree, but I'm putting them on top because that's where I got them. Now, normally this would burn a lot slower and longer and allow me to kind of build this up. So I usually don't do this. So hopefully it catches, but very much the lump usually does a pretty good job of catching. But I try to make like a tower, and again it usually does pretty well. Now here's my trick, so don't tell it anybody. One of the things that I can't find it, where is that? So this is my secret weapon. I actually kind of got it as a gag thing for just an open pit, and it's one of those old kind of bellows. Now, yeah, you can buy those things that attach on, like on the green egg, but this is more fun, right? So you just start going at it, and you can stoke it from the bottom, and that's usually pretty successful, especially if there's not a lot of wind or you need some extra oxygen. You come from the top, right? And that usually gets it stoked too. So you can see that's really kind of taken off. Normally I wouldn't do this. Normally I'd walk inside and just let it kind of catch naturally, but this kind of helps accelerate it. So it's going, hopefully it catches. And yeah, be back in a couple minutes. Oh, one last thing right over here. I use these things, they're called grill grates. Get the dimensions of your kettle or whatever you're cooking with. These are great. They basically slide in and out. I'm not going to take it apart because it's filthy, but you get great grill marks. It's not cheap. I think this whole thing cost me, I don't know, too much, 60, 70, 80 bucks, but awesome, great product, cleans up fairly well. I'm just overdue on cleaning it, and it has holes inside of it, and it allows the flare-ups to not happen because it goes through these holes, and it kind of reduces that, and it you get a pretty good product at the end. Now here's a deflection plate, which goes, you know, right there, there, and there. It's kind of hard to see, but fits down inside that for your indirect heat, right? So I'm actually gonna close this, let everything open, and allow the kettle, and this is wide open to start cooking. But yeah, that indirect plate allows you to cook, well, obviously indirectly, and it comes with Costco one comes with a couple different levels of grilling, what do you call them? Plates, whatever. So that's how I set it up. If I wanted to set that up for indirect, I'd put that probably in now. And as you can see, it's starting to kind of smoke a little bit, and I'll leave that wide open for I don't know, till it gets up to probably about 50 degrees before I'm ready to start my cook. So I would actually some of the measurements I use for slow, if I'm going to do about 250 I don't know, 200, between 200 and 275. You know, it's a little different, you know, a bit wide of a difference, but usually I'll have it maybe as little as half, between 0 and 1. Usually around 1 is a little good, or is pretty good. And then I'll close this all the way and I'll open it up where it's maybe 1 or even a half of the circles open. Now that's for slow. If I want to do, I don't know, between, I don't know, 350 to 4, usually it's 2.5 to 3, and I'll have this opened up to about 2.5. So you have to adjust it, you have to play with it. This tends to be fairly accurate. I do have some probes that I use, and I don't know, those, try to use both of them, and probably need a third one to find out which one is actually correct. But usually this one's pretty good. The electronic ones tend to be, I think they're about 50 degrees, 20 to 25 to 50 degrees off. So anyway, that's how I do my barbecue. I have one of these, I don't know if they're called pool containers or whatever, but this is what I use for all of my, this is where I have all my charcoal, my paper, pink paper, for wrapping stuff. This came where I paid for this for the grill grate. It's actually kind of nice. And just whatever, right? Spray, and this is where I usually have all my fire, paper, extra wood chip type stuff. So that's it. That's my setup. Okay, so now I have the fire going. I typically will take my kind of leave the ashes hot, move them around, maybe, I don't know, move some wood up in there. Just kind of move the ashes around. Normally there's not this much ash you see flying around because it's those little fire starter things. And then I put my grate back on, and you'll see it'll really kind of take off. Okay, so that's wide open. That's wide open. And I'm at about 150. Can't really see it, but the smoke's starting to come out, and yeah, my backyard needs to be cleaned. Need new fence. But yeah, I'll let this come up to about, ooh, I'm doing hamburgers, so I don't know, 4 1/4 or so, and then I'll clean my grill grate because it's pretty nasty. I have some cleaning accessories there. Oh, love these gloves. They're awesome. I can take that deflection plate. It could be 700 degrees when I'm doing pizza or getting it super hot. No big deal. But yeah, gonna get this puppy going, clean up this nastiness. This is way overdue. And start on some hamburgers. Oh yeah, she's smoking. Okay, went way over. Need to burp it. This is how you burp it. Just kind of be careful. Just lift it up a little bit. Let a little of that air out, right? Watch your hand. And then I let it up. And I don't know if you can see down there, hopefully you can. Like, it is lit up like a Christmas tree. And as you can see, it's kind of ashing over a little bit here. So I'm gonna take one of my trusty scrub brushes and give it a good, sorry, let's see, I'm a rookie when it comes to video recording, but basically scrub the hell out of it. And I have another device over here, which is, I'm not saying go out and buy these. I'm just saying this is kind of what I had. It's at Home Depot, and as you can see, like this vein here, it's completely covered. So I'll oh, that's where they go together. That was stupid. Anyway, you get it, right? Get in there, clean this out. Really gets the air flowing. Hasn't been cleaned quite a while. It's going a little too good here, a little too hot, right? So I'll spray this down, and I'll show you kind of what the burgers look like when I'm done. But yeah, I'll shut the vent down here, and yeah, try to bring the temperature down a little bit. Now, what's hard is I have it open maybe a little more because I want it to be around 400. It's going to go up because all the ceramic inside has heated up. So it's easier to go up than down, in my personal opinion. Yeah, I'll get the burgers out. let this stabilize a little bit. And yeah, that's probably where I want to be. We'll wait for it to stabilize a little bit, then I'll put the burgers on. I'll spray with some Pam or whatever you want to use, just to lubricate the grate a little bit, and it's on. What time is it? It's climbing time. I'm gonna turn over these bad boys, and just let you know, I just do a quarter turn. That's it. That's all.